I'm Chip Means. I'm at the Rubbermaid booth at HIMSS10. We know Rubbermaid for their mobile carts, but today we're going to talk to Jeffrey Chachinov, who's going to show us the wall-mounted solutions that they have out this year.
Rubbermaid is really focused on EMR access points. With all the investment in EMR software, we look at how can we make the access point itself more usable for the clinicians. So we really look at a couple concepts that we've outlined in the research and going to these clinical presence, meaning does this look like it belongs in today's hospital? Not an institutional look, but very modern with cable management, internals, an example. Does it allow the clinician to interact with the patient? So making sure it's very easy to adjust. Look at the patient while you're accessing the record at the point of care. Also usability. Just like software, the physical environment is very critical to look at usability, whether it's ergonomics and features. And then from the IT perspective, they're the ones that typically have to support these, so we really want to simplify their lives and maximize the ROI. We've been in the mobile market for a while, and at HIMSS we're launching our wall-mounted workstations, and I'm going to take you through a couple of the products and how we've really invested in those core elements of clinical presence, interaction, usability, and the support. This product here is what's called our tandem arm. The reason it's called that, there are two arms at the back that move in tandem, and those are really critical for many elements. One, we talked about clinical presence. Here we have all the cables running internally. We have it's the first wall-mounted workstation with the technology on the actual workstation. If you look at a lot of the existing ones in the market, you see cables everywhere. So we spent a lot of effort to make this clean and make it look like it belongs in today's modern hospital. You wouldn't see an MRI machine with a lot of wires sticking out everywhere, and we don't think the workstation should be any different. In terms of stability as well and usability, a lot of the markets have a single arm and they kind of bounce. This has a lock position height, and the two arms again give it unparalleled stability. So from a nursing perspective, when they're typing, it's not bouncing, it's not creeping away from them, going up and down. It's also the first workstation to have a work surface. You'd think that'd be an obvious thing, and it's not. When a clinician is going up to a workstation, they have a lot of things, whether it's medication, supplies, any kind of medical apparatus, allows them to put it down and not balance things on the keyboard pockets and so forth. So again, that really plays into usability. From an IT support perspective, we talked about that. Just having a technology box on the backs, it's single key to open, very easy to support. From an interaction perspective, again, it's very easy to rotate this. If the patient is over there, the tandem arms facilitate very easy rotation, so I can work, maintain eye contact with the patient.
Is it height adjustable as well?
It is, yeah, it is height adjustable, so you can use it seated or standing. So you can go all the way to the floor and sit at it. And nurses love to have the ability to sit for a little bit where they can get that in, and it accommodates a full range of heights. And then when you let go, it locks in place. The other workstations on the market, they're free floating. It's a counterbalance system. This actually has a hard pin that will lock it, so it will not move. Once you let go of this lever on the side, it locks in place, so it's not going to move. Very stable. We also have, building off the same platform, we have some products over here that don't articulate, so these would be primarily targeted at hallway applications or areas where you don't need to interact with the patient. So a lot of the same features, the work surface, internal cable management, and so forth. The other thing that they have is just a lot more compact to the wall, so whether it's a physician or nurse in the hallway accessing it, or in clinics where there's just not a lot of space for that rotation, this is really ideal for that. And then finally at the end, we have a cabinet workstation, and a lot of similar elements on this. Work surface, there is a task light that automatically turns on and off when you access it. It's 4-inch depth, so it complies with ADA requirements for hallways. And the reason hospitals like this kind of solution is, as they do renovations and trying to make a hospital feel more like a hospitality environment, they want to match the workstations to the decors of the hallway. You can see here we have a whole selection of different finishes. The modular design of this product allows you to swap colors in and out very easily. So if your needs change, it's really a matter of taking this panel off and putting the new panel in. And it allows us to be very responsive to the hospital market.
And are you unique in that way? Are there many vendors that do some sort of design work in terms of matching up with what hospitals may already have?
They do. The difference with us is the way we've designed it. Because of this modular approach where there's a frame and a panel, it allows us to be very responsive. A lot of the other products are more like traditional cabinetry that requires 3-month lead times. If this panel gets dinged for any reason, it just comes right out. You just remove it like any cabinet door and you put the new one in. So in terms of preserving that look long term, we've really thought about that. And that comes into the support, it comes into clinical presence, maintaining that look over time. And then from a privacy perspective, this can be programmed so that when the user is done with it, it logs out. We don't have that set right now, but that's another preference that IT departments sometimes have in terms of security and also for HIPAA compliance. So that covers the wall-mounted workstation. Again, we're launching it and we're very excited about it.